Defiance in the eyes, like his father.
Why do you have a blanket on your face?
Come here, kneel.
Put your right hand in the box.
What's in the box?
Pain.
I'm gonna want to put hand in box.
Your mother bade you obey me.
Elmo's mama.
I hold at your neck the gom java. Poison needle. Instant death. The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
Does Elmo have choice to not?
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I would set it free and give it kisses and a bandage.
Silence.
Oh.
You want to be, oh, yeah.
Howdy there, boy. What you all about?
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Excuse me. Have you seen our house?
Sorry?
Our house. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen our house?
No.
No. Have you seen our house? 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 Have you seen our house?
Yeah, it's over there, mate.
Over there?
It's down there.
Thank you.
A large portion of downtown Indianapolis remains evacuated. Now, reports are sketchy at this point, but we do know that apparently there are terrorists holed up in the downtown part of our city with nuclear devices. How many people, how many devices, we're not sure. But we have just learned here at the Channel 9 newsroom that a federal response team has been sent in to neutralize the threat. Let's go live now to reporter Ann Miller, who's out with Chopper 9 for the latest on this. Ann?
All right, Jeff. We've just passed over the Speedway. We're heading east towards downtown. Now, normally at this time of the morning, you'd see the beginnings of rush hour traffic. But this morning, the city is strangely still.
Do you see any traffic moving at all?
Yes, although the city has been evacuated, there are police down there in the streets making sure everyone stays out of town, and guards have been seated just in case.
And just how close can you get to where the terrorists are said to be holed up?
Well, the FBI and the police support guard that neighborhood, and there's restricted airspace above it. We're headed in that direction now, but we can only approach it.
We've obviously lost our microwave link with Chopper 9. Can someone get on the two-way radio and see if they can contact Ann and see what's going on out there? In the meanwhile, I'd like to, again, caution our audience against over-concern.
It's man versus coyote. And this guy isn't about to lose his tussle with the wild animal. Timothy Snipe was out in his yard in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, with his pint-sized chihuahua named Roxy. Suddenly, Roxy noticed the coyote and ran right for it. Despite wearing a bathrobe and slippers, he knew that unless he fought off the animal, Roxy was a goner. The animal fights back, biting Snipes multiple times. So he grabs the coyote by the tail All this time, Roxy is yapping away.
He actually jumped on me and I fought him. He actually bit me on my legs.
Watch what happens next. Snipes carries him over to a garbage bin and drops him inside like trash. But look, you can see the lid of the bin moving as the coyote tries to escape. Animal control showed up to take the coyote away. Snipe is taking no chances. From now on, Roxy will be wearing this spiky harness.
Welcome to Broken News. The UK has ground to a total halt after significant snowfall. The Met Office says as much as half a centimetre fell in some areas, making travel impossible and causing severe disruption nationwide. Our reporter has more.
Thank you, Wangabang. Well, hopefully you can see and you can hear me. I mean, if you were to sum up today in one word, that word would be complete and utter chaos. As you can see behind me, planes have been grounded, many schools are closed, and buses just aren't running after unprecedented snowfall, which happens at roughly the same time every single year. And if 5 millimetres of the white stuff wasn't enough, winds in excess of 4 miles an hour have been recorded across the country, turning this flurry into a throbbing blizzard. Experts say this combination of extreme weather events is unusual, despite it happening at roughly the same time every single year. Also, hundreds of train journeys have been delayed or cancelled, but Broken News understands that's got nothing to do with the weather, it's just a normal day here in the UK. Some have suggested that Great Britain should be better prepared for the weather, but transport authorities have responded by saying that it's impossible to know when and where snow will fall, despite forecasters telling them, and despite it happening at roughly the same time every single year. And you know, Wangabang, it could be the worst whiteout since records began, which is a phrase that seems to creep into every single news report about weather, so we'll use it in this one. Back to you.
Crestfall, thank you. Well, apologies for the adverse weather, making that report difficult to hear. And on school closures, since we went on air, your 68-year-old dad has been in touch. He says, "This is ridiculous. When I was a kid, we always managed to get into school, even if there were snowdrifts the size of a small cliff. Then, when we arrived, the headmaster would beat us with big sticks with nails in. Those were the days. We used to get up at 4 a.m. and there'd be frost on the inside of windows. Single glazed they were, none of this central heating rubbish either. Plus, they used to feed us asbestos at lunch. They'd sprinkle it on the jelly and ice cream and it didn't do us any harm. I've got 3 houses. I didn't see a black person until I was 32. What even is a pronoun? Kids today don't know they're born. Puffs. I bet you can't even say that anymore." How helpful. Thanks, Kevin. What a lovely story. That's all from Broken News. Stay safe out there.
Waking up, they're very grateful that things weren't any worse. As far as the damage goes this morning, what you're seeing is actually a dog coming into our live shot. I think it's a dog. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's some sort of creature below me. And really all that's been affected is what's supposed to be a road right below my feet. And it's just basically covered in mud. But other than that, there's not much damage to report. So some great news out of Utah County. But of course, a lot of effort that was put into this to make sure none of these communities were affected. And of course, the families were kept safe. Jenny Hardman is tracking traffic. We noticed down here that the roads weren't too bad. How are they looking throughout the rest of the state?
Yes, and Morgan, I hope that's a dog too. If not, go get in the truck.
Yeah,
Chase is freaking out. He doesn't think it's a dog, so maybe go check. Thank you, Morgan.
I don't know.
Yuppies, fat cats, and beautiful people murmuring intrigues. They travel in expensive cars with telltale antennas. Cellular car phones, once a new and expensive status symbol. could stay out of getting involved and I could flex a deal. This more and more is the reality. A Fort Worth contractor in his pickup truck, talking ordinary business on his way from job to job.
Break my heart, break my heart. Couldn't afford them anyway, but I...
Or a housewife simply keeping in touch with friends.
This one for $7.99 is...
The cost of cellular phones has been dropping. Installation now is about $1,000, monthly charge around $100. And they are a hot item. 1.25 million customers today and 58,000 new ones every month. A year from now, every metropolitan area of the nation will have cellular phone service.
It definitely has increased the money that I make.
Small businessmen have taken to cellular phones like ducks to water.
So let me know when the listing comes out so that I can try and sell it and work with you guys.
For Los Angeles real estate salesman Tom Carnahan, the car phone is a dream come true.
That's not a bad profit for 1 year.
Mark Kuznets, foreign producer of NBC Nightly News, walks his kids to school in Manhattan every morning, then strolls up 6th Avenue, talking to producers and correspondents all over the world.
We move Nelson and company over to Haiti, or we move Noah and company from Haiti over to Santo Domingo and feed from whichever place is best to feed from.
Oh, I love it. Let me roll up my window. I can't hear you. There's some trucks coming by.
She's talking to herself. There's nobody on the other end of the call. This is what the cellular car phone has spawned, a phony car phone. Status without the static. The fake phone sells for $15.95. And Patricia Kwame of Los Altos, California, has already sold 45,000 of them.
Our motto is it's not what you own, it's what people think you own.
But phony phones will have a short life if prices on the real thing continue to drop. Next, within a decade, the entire nation, indeed the entire world, on call, person to person.
Finding a phone in a car isn't that unusual anymore, except when it leaves the car, for greener pastures, the high seas, or a leisurely lunch. Radio Shack keeps you in constant communication with their affordable, transportable cellular telephone.
Hello? Oh, yes, he's right here. It's for you.
Yes, I heard about the merger. Buy 100 shares.
The affordable, transportable cellular telephone, only at Radio Shack.
Magnolia Hi-Fi has a cellular phone you want at the price you want. Just $39.97. Just $39.97 for the famous Motorola flip phone when you sign up for Cellular One service. It's slim enough to fit in a pocket, so it's easy to keep in touch. And for a limited time, activation, regularly $40, is free. The phone you want, the price you want, and free activation. At Magnolia Hi-Fi, an authorized dealer for Cellular One.
Affordable, transportable cellular phone is here. Quality made by General Electric. This cellular phone features 832 channel capacity, 30 number memory speed dialing, last number redial, electronic lock while not in use, adjustable volume control, horn alert option included. AB system allows both home and car use. Lighted keypad. Take it from car to car. Optional battery available for true portable use. Lightweight. State-of-the-art maximum 3 watts allowed by law. And look at this fantastic low price. That's it. No hidden charges. A minimum service contract required. Order today. Dial 1-800-562-5995. Use it the day you receive it. 1-800-562-5995. The affordable portable cellular phone. 1-800-562-5995.
Nearly 2,000 years ago, the Roman theatre at St. Albans looked like this. Designed in such a way that from the very back of the auditorium you could clearly hear a whisper from the center of the stage. Standing here today in that same theatre, a British Telecom cellnet phone will carry your whisper to your bank manager, your office, your brother in Australia, in fact, to any one of 500 million telephone subscribers throughout the world. An amazing example of British Telecom technology.
Putting Britain ahead of the world.
in touch with the world. British Telecom and its people.
The power behind the button.
This is Dalek Bruce. I have been nominated for the ALS Motor Neuron Disease Ice Bucket Challenge. Exterminate! As I said, I will nominate 3 people. 1, the Doctor. 2, Davros. And 3, Nick Briggs. You have 24 hours. That is cold.
Ландыш, ландыш, белоснежный, розан аленький. Каждый говорил ей нежно, моя маленькая, ликом чистая иконка, пеньем пеночка, и качал ее тихонько на коленочках. Ходит вправо, ходит влево, Божий маятник, и кончалось все припевом, моя маленькая, и кончалось все припевом, моя маленькая. Божьи думы нерушимы, путь указанный, маленьким не быть большими, вольным связанными. Будешь цвесть под райским древом розан аленький. Так и кончилась с припевом моя маленькая. Так и кончилась с припевом моя маленькая.
Such an egregious matter as an allegation of genocide were understood by the, excuse me, right, I've lost a page. Well, someone has shuffled my papers. Well,
this has been a 2024 Sleeping Terrier. Hello, Puff. This has been a very Sleepy Terrier production, avoiding going snowshoeing production 2024. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?